morning, everyone. I am at Tyler's house right now. He left for school. I slept in, but I'm going to be leaving soon. I just wanted to say that I am very disappointed in myself because I lost my camera, which is why I didn't film anything for the past couple days. Yeah, that sucks, but I got it back. It was just lost in my purse. I have like this weird hole in my purse that I didn't make it. I don't know how it was made, but things get lost in there all the time, and I can't seem to find them. So that's what happened. So it sucks that I lost a couple of days, but I'm back, and my camera's back, so at least it's not lost forever. Yesterday I went and hung out with Michaela, Jacob, Tyler, Sana, and Sana's boyfriend Alex, and that was really fun. We were all nervous about it because we've never hung out with Alex before, but he's really great and we all seem to mesh pretty well, so that was a lot of fun. We went putt-putting and then we went to Chili's for dinner, and it was just a good time, and I hope we can do it again. And then the day before that I hung out with Tyler, Jacob, and Connor, who is a friend that I haven't seen in quite a while because he lives away at school, but he's back for the summer, so I was really excited to see him because he's really awesome and I can't wait to see more of him. Yeah, so today I don't have any. Woo! So I'm supposed to be getting an iPhone soon. I've never had a smartphone in my whole life. I've had a dumb phone for as long as I've had a phone, and I really would like a smartphone because in this day and age everyone has one, and it seems like you're just kind of left out of the loop if you don't have one. So I want one, and my dad says that he can finally afford to get me one, and it's supposed to be happening, you know, within the next week or so. So I'm going to talk to him about that tonight, and hopefully I will be getting one soon. Yay! So yeah, that's all. Get ready. I'll see you in a little bit.
One.
4. How about doing some more pink? Flat? Okay. Get it flat. You said that they should go with Dad yet for your phone?
No.
I better talk to him about it.
Make it little.
I'll mention it.
And make it.
Hi. Okay, so my dog Maya has an eye infection disease. It's a disease called pannus, which means that she has this, you know what, I don't even really know what it means. It's called pannus, and her eyes are like covered with this kind of like gross, like cloudy gunk stuff, and it can impair her vision, and it makes her really sensitive, her eyes really sensitive. So, the only way to kind of prevent this disease from making her go blind is to give her eye drops twice a day and to put a little gel in her eyes twice a day. And we've been doing this for quite a few months now, and she's still not even used to it. She hates it so much. Every time it's a battle, so I thought I would try and record this. Hopefully it shows up. I usually have to wrestle her to the ground, like force her eyes open and then put the stuff in her eyes. It's not as cruel as it sounds. It's actually helping her. She just doesn't like her eyes being touched, obviously. So here goes. Lay down. Lay down. Up, up, up. Okay. I know. Lay down. Lay down. Maya, come here. No, don't go in your kennel. Maya! Come here! You have to do this. Come here. Come here. Come in. Lay down. Yeah, lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Good girl. Okay. Just need to get this eye. Yep. We did it! Yay! She didn't fight me as much as normal. Do you want your pepperoni? You're so good. You're so good. You want your treat now? You want your... Oh! Maya, you want your pepperoni? You want your pepperoni? I'll get you the pepperoni. Hello everyone and welcome to Cooking with Christina.
Cooking with Christina, yeah.
I'm just kidding, that should not be a show. I can only make like 3 things and one of them is guacamole and I'm going to make that tonight because I've been craving guacamole even though I just had it last night. Maya! I think I make a mean guacamole, so I thought I would show you how I make it. I don't even have a recipe, I just kind of throw stuff in a food processor, but I will show you the stuff that I throw in there. Okay, so I start with an avocado or 2. 1 avocado is usually enough to last me for like 2 or 3 days, and I eat a lot of avocados, so take that as you will. When you're buying avocados, a good way to know if it's good or not is by squeezing it. So if you squeeze it and it feels kind of a little bit squishy, that's the right time you want to get the avocado. Or if you're going to use your avocado within the next week or 2, then get them when they're firm. If they're so squishy that they kind of like hold the squished shape after you squish them, then they're too ripe and they're not going to be good for very long. So I like to get them when they're just a little bit before they're ripe. And if you throw them in the fridge, they last a lot longer. Now you're going to cut your avocado right down the middle. Try and avoid the nut that's on the inside so that when you split it apart, it comes apart a lot easier. You can feel with your knife where that hard spot is, where the nut is, and just try and carve around it. So one of your avocado sides is going to be a little bit bigger than the other. And I actually just cut this really awfully. But I never said I was a pro. The avocado on the inside should be mostly green, like different shades of green, like lighter in the middle and darker on the outside. Brown spots indicate where they've gone kind of rotten. And you can still use something that has a few brown spots with avocado since you're just mashing it all up anyway. But if it's like mostly brown on the inside, then it's no good. And then I basically just peel the skin off the avocado. Like I said, if it's a good ripe avocado, the skin should peel right off. No problem at all. And you end up with something like that. There may be a neater way to do this, but this is just how I do it, and when I'm done I just wash my hands. So, don't be afraid to get a little messy. My mom used to say the messiest cooks are the best cooks. And I'm not sure if that's true, but I'm going to pretend like it is. Once you've peeled your avocado, you just want to chop it up a little bit because it's going to make it a lot easier on your food processor if there's smaller pieces rather than just one big giant avocado. Okay, the other stuff that I'm going to be putting in the guacamole are grape tomatoes, lime juice, lemon juice, onion powder. You can also use fresh onions. Garlic salt. You can just use garlic and salt. Oregano leaves, some black pepper, some chili powder, and for extra spiciness, I like to add crushed red pepper flakes. If you don't like spicy food, I would leave that out because a little really goes a long way with that. But I love spicy guacamole, so I'm going to put that in. Now I like my guacamole to be mostly avocado based, but I find that tomatoes do add a little bit of good flavor and good color, so I like to put a few grape tomatoes in there. And 4 grape tomatoes is usually enough for 1 avocado. And I just cut them in half and then slice them again so they're in fourths, and that's usually small enough for the food processor to be able to chop up efficiently. The thing about tomatoes is that the skin is really tough, so that's why it's a good idea to chop them up before you throw them in the food processor. And I don't like to waste the goodness that's on the inside, so when I chop them I kind of squeeze out the juice into the food processor. Next I'm going to put in lime juice, and that's what gives guacamole the guacamole flavor. Just mashed up avocados just taste like mashed up avocados. So the lime juice is really the next most important ingredient. Just make sure that you use kind of a little bit to start with until you know how much you really like, because the lime is pretty powerful and it can completely overpower your avocado if you're not careful. I also like to add in lemon juice. This is optional, but I find that the lemon juice helps keep the avocado from going brown too soon. If you've ever bought avocado from the store and noticed that it turned brown in the packaging, that just means that it got exposed to oxygen, which is normal. It doesn't mean that your guacamole went bad, but it also doesn't look good, so it kind of makes you want to eat it less. So the lemon juice helps keep it from going brown too soon. Also adds some flavor. Onion is a really good important part of guacamole. Adds some good flavor, and onion powder is just easier for me because I don't have any onions right now. Garlic salt, more flavor, and also makes it nice and salty. Again, try to use a little bit until you know how much you actually like. If you like things that are really, I feel like you need to see my face. If you like things that are like really garlicky, then you can add more. If you like things that are really limey, you can add more lime. The proportions, I don't measure them out. I just kind of add in a little bit, mix it up, taste it, and then add in more to taste. Obviously, I'm not a chef, but I find that's the best way to do it because your guacamole kind of turns out a little different every time depending on how you're feeling, and you can adjust things to your taste because obviously what I like might not be the same thing that you like. Next, I add in some chili powder. This gives some spice, some flavor, but without being too much. I also find that it gives a little color too. The oregano leaves is something that I haven't seen anyone else do but myself, but I find it gives a really unique flavor. I mean, if you've ever had oregano, you know what flavor I'm talking about. I feel like oregano just tastes like Italian food, so that's kind of my way of adding a little Italian into this guacamole. I feel like it really, really adds something. A little bit of black pepper, and finally the red pepper flakes. These normally don't like bother me too much in terms of spiciness, but for some reason when I mix them in the guacamole, I gotta be careful because I used to go kind of overboard with it because I put this stuff on everything, and I think because guacamole in itself is just kind of not super flavorful, this really can overpower it and make it too spicy, so just be careful if you're going to use this. I like my guacamole to be smooth rather than chunky, but if you like yours chunky, then go ahead and use the chop button on your food processor instead of the grind, and kind of pulse it. Pulse the button so that it doesn't get too smooth. If you like it smooth like me, then use the grind and just keep pressing it until it's smooth. The smell of fresh guacamole is so good. The camera can't even convey how delicious this smells. I wish it could. So basically now I just kind of taste test it, see what I want to add, if I need to add anything. Usually I end up adding something. I think I want to add in a little bit more garlic, maybe a tad more lime, and a little bit more crushed red pepper. Okay, so I just tasted my guacamole and it is perfect. I love it. So I guess once you've fixed it according to your taste, then you're done. And I just kind of scrape it out of my food processor and I put it on stuff. Traditionally, people just kind of dip tortilla chips in them, but I like using pita chips. Sometimes I mix it in with some quinoa, especially flavored quinoa, and it tastes so good. You can also dip it with vegetables. You can put it on toast or a sandwich, and that tastes really good. So that's it. That's how I make guacamole. It's probably the easiest thing ever to make, and that's why I know how to make it. So my brother just noticed like a weird growth in my dog Maya's ear. I actually don't know if it's a growth. He just noticed that there was something in there. So me and my dad checked it out, and he noticed that only a small part of whatever is in there is actually sticking to her, so we're not sure if it's like a medical issue or if she just got something stuck in her ear when she was outside. So I'm gonna go look up what it is because I have no idea. She just went to the vet like 2 weeks ago, so you think if it was there they would have noticed, and you think I would have noticed because it's actually quite sizable. It's like about yay, and I haven't seen it at all in the past couple weeks, so I guess I'm gonna like go figure out what this is. Oh my god, I just spent like 30 minutes looking up pictures of cysts on Google Images and I feel awful now. Ugh. Obviously I'm not going to be working with cyst people in my future. I still couldn't find anything that looked exactly like what Maya has, so I'm hoping that it is just something that got stuck to her ear, but I can't really think of anything that would be outside that looks like that would get stuck to her ear. And the closest thing that I could find that looked like it was some sort of like, it was called like a skin papilloma, and those things apparently are not dangerous or detrimental to her health, which, if it is something that is a part of her, I hope that's it, and not like a tumor of any sort. I don't know. I'm gonna make my mom look up more pictures because I am done. I accidentally saw a picture of a pig covered, like 100% covered in cysts, and now I'm gonna go throw up. Hey, so I just finished working out and it is 11:30 at night, and it's a lot later than I want it to be, but I kind of procrastinated working out all day, so here I am. I am going to watch the new Catfish at midnight, and I heard it was really crazy, so I'm so excited to watch it. I don't even care that I'm going to be staying up kind of late. Whatever. I do that every night anyway. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my guacamole recipe. I know I didn't actually get out and do much today. Hopefully tomorrow I will be doing a little more. We're taking Maya to the vet in the morning because we're still not sure what that thing on her eye is. My mom thinks it's a tick. I think it could be some sort of like skin growth or something. Hopefully it's nothing bad. So we're gonna take her to the vet in the morning, and then hopefully later in the day I can go shopping like I was supposed to today, or maybe Michaela will be free or something because I kind of want to hang out with someone. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, this is gonna be good night for me, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
It's a granola bar.
Are you smiling, Suri?
I like that.
Are you
You like
happy?
the granola bar? You want it?